Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question looking at fractions, and you are told you have got 4 different shapes, W, X, Y and Z. You can see them in the diagram, W, X, Y and Z. And they cover different fractions of the 10 by 10 square. So you can see you've got 10 squares along and 10 squares down. You've got to match the shape to the correct fraction. So for example, shape W has got to go to either 1 over 100, a quarter, 2/5 or 1/10. And this will give you 1 mark for getting all of them correct. So your key fact, you need to know how to work out a fraction. So your fraction are how many squares are coloured divided by the total number of squares. And then you will have to cancel your answer down in order to be able to get it in the form that you can see here. Press pause, have a go at working out the answer and then press play when you need to. Fantastic, hopefully you've managed to come up with some answers. So we're going to start at the top with shape W. So here is shape W up here in the top, and you can see we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares along, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares down. So 5 times 5 is 25. So that is 25 squares here. You could count them all up if you needed to, but there are 25 squares out of the total number of squares here, which is going to be 10 times by 10, which is going to be 100. So we've got 25 over 100. Now you've got to cancel this down because none of these answers here say 25 over 100. So we've got to cancel it down. So 25 goes into 100. So if you double 25, you get 50. Double it again, you get 100, which means it goes in 4 times. So half of 100 is 50. Half it again gives you 25. So it's going in 4 times, which means it's the same as 1 over 4, a quarter. If you look here, if I split the diagram into quarters, you can see this top left section here is 1/4 of the diagram. So it is fairly straightforward that you can see it is 1/4 of the diagram without having to cancel down the 25 over 100. Shape X you do need to cancel down. So we've got 10 going along the bottom, along the side, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 along the top. So 4 times 10 is 40. So we've got 40 out of 100. If I take a 0 off the end of both of the numbers, so I've got 4 over 10, you can see there is no 40 over 100 or even 4 over 10. But 4 over 10 are both even numbers and we can halve them both because they're both even. Half of 4 is 2, half of 10 is 5, so the fraction we're looking for here is the third one down, 2/5. Shape Y is this little square over here on the left, all on its own, and we've got 1 square out of the total number of squares, which is 100, so that is this top one here, just 1 out of 100. Which means the last one has got to be 1 over 10, but we're going to check that it's correct to make sure we've got the answer correct. So shape Z is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the bottom and 2 up. 5 times 2 is 10, so we've got 10 over 100. They've both got a 0 on the end, so I can divide both the numbers by 10. So getting rid of both the zeros, leave me with 1 over 10, which is the correct answer. Give yourself a big tick if you got those correct. Great work, well done. The mark scheme shows the answers for 1M, which means 1 method mark. It does say that the lines do not need to touch the labels or fractions provided the intention is clear. So as long as it's clear that W is going to a quarter, it says do not accept any labels that move to more than 1 fraction. So you can't put W go into a quarter and 1 over 100 or even all 4 options because it won't give you the mark. You have to be clear, only 1 line, 1 shape to 1 fraction. So you must be clear. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.